Here with Lindsay Arnold at Twosome Dances, Toronto Dances with the Stars. Can you tell me what the last couple of years have been like? Because the last time we talked was 2012. I feel like the whole world has changed. You're on a different show.
Oh my gosh, it seriously is like that. It's like a different world. Oh, I cannot believe it. It's like I started out on So You Think You Can Dance, which was in 2012, the summer of 2012, which feels like yesterday, but now looking back, it was 2 full years ago. So since then, I went on to Dance with the Stars. I was a pro my first season with Victor Ortiz, and then this past season I was on the troupe, so I was getting to perform every week. And going into this next season, I mean, I don't know anything yet, but hopefully we'll find out within the next 2 weeks. But it's amazing. I'm happy to be here. It's awesome to look back and kind of see like what I've done the past little bit. So it's been fun.
Do you feel like there's a changing of the guard at Dancing with the Stars? You know, I feel like now you and Whitney are new. Do you find that you're sort of like part of the family, or are you still like the new kids on the block that people are hazing?
You know, the first season was kind of, I never felt like anybody was hazing me because I feel like everyone on the show is so supportive, and so it's crazy because it's a competition, but everybody's supporting each other, and it was really fun. I feel like I was welcomed with open arms, but at the same time, it was so stressful my first season because it was my first time doing all of that, teaching a celebrity, just kind of getting into the mix of all of that. So I think this last season, my second season was, I think I finally felt like, okay, I'm part of the family. I can relax a little bit because it felt a little bit easier. I just was more used to the way that the show goes. And I think that they are kind of switching up the, kind of like the whole, I wouldn't say the genre of the show, but I think they are trying to bring in a younger audience, like Mark said. I think that they're trying to appeal to a new audience just because we have the most ratings out of almost any show, especially considering it's the 18th season, but we need to appeal to that younger age group. And so I think that's why they're starting to kind of bring in some new people and kind of switch it up a little bit.
Is there a more of a pressure on So You Think You Can Dance where like you're on the stage with a partner, like where everybody's judging you, or is it on Dancing with the Stars? Because I feel like the pressure might be a little bit less because, oh, if you have a bad routine, it's not Lindsay's fault, it's it's the celebrity.
You know what? It's the same amount of pressure, but in completely different ways. Because when I was on So You Think, obviously every single time I danced, I'd walk up to the judges and they'd tell me what they didn't like or what they did like. So personally, like emotionally, I feel like So You Think was way harder as far as stress level. But then with Dancing with the Stars, it's hard because you're worried about someone else and you get so involved and you really do care about the celebrities that you get because you want them to do well. You're teaching them, you're making this relationship, so you really want them to do well. So honestly, for me, it was like I didn't care what they thought about me because they weren't giving me their opinion on me. But when they said bad things to my partner, it was like, oh, but he's been working so hard. So it's like, it's hard. It goes both ways. But definitely, it's a lot more fun on Dance with the Stars, I feel like. It's because the pressure's not there and I can kind of just show what I love to do without worrying about people having an opinion.
What about this like once a week format now? So You Think has it, now Dancing with the Stars has it. Do you think that that's better or worse? You know, obviously it's like one less live show that you have to worry about.
You know, for the dancers, I think it's worse because the best part of my week on Dancing with the Stars and So You Think You Can Dance was the Tuesday night show because that's when you get to kind of take a breather and you just get to dance for fun because on the Tuesday night shows, that's when all the professionals and all the troupe members would just dance. We would have guest performances come in, we'd dance, we'd perform to Pitbull, whoever it is, and that was fun because that's not stressful, it's fun. That's what we love to do. So I think for the dancers, yeah, it's definitely an advantage to have those Tuesday night shows, but I think also for the audience because I think that's a fun part of the show. I think that's something that is really important. So hopefully we'll be able to get those back soon. But it also is good for ratings because everyone's going to watch. It's all jam-packed in. Exactly. It makes it more of a jam-packed, exciting show if it's all in one night. So it kind of just depends what you like.
What would you say is the hardest dance to teach?
Oh, that's hard. It honestly just depends on the person because some people are really great with like the Latin dances, hip action. Some are really stiff, so they're really good at all of the ballroom dances. So it kind of just depends on what you get, and also it depends on what they're willing to do. Because if they're willing to go out there and be silly and move their hips and shake it and perform, then it's great. But if not, then you might want to stick to more of the serious dances like tango or paso, and that might be better for some personality. So it depends on who the person is that you're trying to teach, honestly.
What can people expect if they come out to Twosome Dance this weekend?
Well, me and Mark are teaching some classes, and we're just wanting to have fun. I mean, yeah, we're going to try to give you as much information as possible, but we want it to be a fun event and just let you guys come out here and just show us what you can do. So we're really excited.
And what's next for you? I feel like the show is right around the corner.
Yeah, the show is starting up. Rehearsals will start up within the next 2 weeks. So right now, just waiting to find out what's going to happen with next season and then get started with that.
Now, I have this history of every time Ben brings somebody over here, I'm like, Ben, I got to get another dance lesson. I feel like if I do enough of these, like maybe over the next like 20 years, I might have a full routine. But every year, you would think it gets better. It actually gets worse. I feel like my skills like diminish. So here's what I was thinking for our little like mini dance lesson.
Okay.
One of the funniest things I think on Dancing with the Stars, or my favorite thing, is right before the commercial break. You know when the troupe does one of their like and Tom Bergeron's like,
Yep.
and we're back. And you do that.
And we do our little like,
Yes.
Okay.
So that's what I was thinking. We could like maybe do one of those.
Do a little bumper.
Do a little bumper.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
How long of a bumper do you want?
I mean, the one that will actually make me look like a dancer. So I feel like that. We should cut our time. We don't.
Just make it short and sweet.
Exactly.
Short and
Yes.
sweet. Okay,
That's a
cool.
better way of saying it. That's a better way of saying
Short
it.
and sweet and amazing.
Amazing. Okay.
Okay, cool.
We will be right back. So back with Lindsay. I don't know if I'm excited or mortified about excited to learn a new dance move. So this is gonna be like one of those bumpers, like we see on Dancing with the Stars. Okay.
One of my favorite things that we did with this season is we did all-girl bumpers. I don't know if you remember that.
I
Usually
do.
a little sexy all-girl bumper dance.
Okay.
So we're gonna do what we like to call a body roll into a little booty pop.
Oh my God.
Okay, so we go
Okay.
like this. We're gonna
Okay.
go to the right.
Okay.
You're gonna take your head
Okay.
this way. You're gonna come back.
Okay. What do I do with my hands?
Just, whatever you feel.
Okay.
You
Okay.
come on your hips.
Okay.
you
Okay.
Come
Hips is
out.
better.
Hips, good.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna
Okay.
roll. You come on back.
Okay.
Okay, now you're gonna squat down, and then you're gonna roll your butt up. Good. Make sure you really stick it out. So
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
a good little roll in the
Oh
butt.
my God. Okay, wait. Why don't you do it once and then I'll try it?
You
Okay.
promise you'll try?
I promise.
Okay. So we roll, and we roll.
Oh my. Okay.
You got it.
Okay.
Come on. Don't feel silly.
Okay.
You can
Okay.
do it.
Okay. Okay. So wait, am I supposed to be angled this way or am I like this?
I'm kind of angled to the corner a little bit.
Okay. Okay. So.
Good.
And then.
And then down,
Oh.
and then roll up.
Okay. Wait. Let's do it one more time together.
Okay.
Okay.
This is really good.
Okay.
Roll and squat. Roll. Wow. Woo!
Okay. Out of 10. Hey, you can be honest. I can take the criticism.
I'm gonna give you like a 6.
Okay. And you should.
You tried. You went for it.
I knew you were gonna. You're supposed to say 10. Okay?
Oh, 10.
Okay.
You were an 11.
Yeah.
A
Okay.
15.
Yeah. We'll just cut out the 6. We'll just cut out the 6.
10.
Lindsay, thank you so much. So good to meet you
Thank
again.